Have you ever had your main camera body fried by a laser show at an event? Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened to me. What's up everyone, my name is Alan Martinez. I'm an international wedding and lifestyle photographer, and through this channel I provide content for those on the creative side of things on the wedding and event industry. So make sure you subscribe to my channel for future content that might be of benefit to you. Recently, our team and I were covering a beautiful Indian wedding in New Jersey when one of our shooters had his camera fried by the laser show that was taking place at the event. These laser wedding shows are becoming more and more popular at the high-end weddings that we shoot, and it's all very fun. It looked like an EDM concert there until one of our cameras got fried. Our 1DX Mark II, which we have considered to be a workhorse, almost indestructible until it wasn't, until it met its Achilles heel at this event when a laser fried its sensor. And I'm going to show you here what happened. As you can see here, this wedding was nothing short of an EDM concert or ultra here in Miami. Everything looked amazing. The guests were having a fantastic time. Just little did I know that these lasers were about to damage one of our cameras permanently, and I'm going to show you step by step how it happened. We jump on this other clip here to show you the first sign of damage by the lasers, and are these two black dots permanently burnt onto the sensor, and that was the first thing that damaged the sensors, even though the shooter did not notice because it was dark and it was in the moment and did not notice. However, now we jump onto this other clip here where the damage is just impossible to miss. You see the two initial black dots burnt onto the sensor, as well as 4 lines going across vertically. Now I'm going to show you one last clip here where you can see the last line going across the entire sensor horizontally, and plus the other ones and the 2 dots. That's it, the camera's done. There's nothing else you can do with this camera. And you may be wondering, how is this possible with all these advanced cameras and lasers that have been around for such a long time? And that's exactly it. These cameras are very sensitive to light, and a laser is nothing more than a focused beam of light which when it goes through your lens, it gets magnified, and when it hits the sensor, it causes heat and it damages the sensor permanently. The same thing could happen if you point your camera at the sun for a very long time. But you know what, I'm not an expert, so let's call Canon Professional Services and let's see what they have to say.
Calling Canon Professional Services. To ensure the best service, your call may be monitored or recorded. For camera owners, press 1. For video, to check the status of a repair, press 1. For membership, to help us serve you better, please have your repair number or serial number available.
Which I do. All right, now we wait.
Thanks for calling Canon. My name is John. How can I help you?
Hey John, how you doing? My name is Alan Martinez. I don't know, I think we've spoken before. I sent in a camera earlier for repair, 1DX Mark II, and I finally got the updated invoice, and I was wondering if I could have just a brief explanation of or a breakdown of the invoice, if you don't mind. I got the repair number right here.
Looks like you were transferred to me with it. Let me see here.
All right.
And yeah, it looks like Alana Martinez. So it says here there's laser damage on the sensor.
All right.
So it says the CMOS sensor assembly will need to be replaced. So your whole sensor assembly is $1771.69 for just the sensor assembly, and then the $219 for labor.
Got it.
And minus your CPS Platinum discounts, which brings it back down to $1491.02.
Is this something that you've seen before, being damaged by lasers?
Yeah. I mean, it's not common by any means, but yeah, I mean, if you're videoing or doing pictures of a show or something, there's lasers shooting around all over the place, it is possible for that to damage the sensor.
And I would imagine that mirrorless cameras are even more
susceptible.
Yeah.
Again, you have to be mindful of what's, if you have any lasers in the area, whether it's a pointer or that laser light shows that you get sometimes, You know, and it doesn't have to be a visible laser either. It could be
Right.
invisible.
Could be invisible. Great. That makes things easier.
Yeah.
Is there anything that could be done to avoid this kind of damage to these expensive cameras?
Yeah, don't point them at lasers or near lasers.
That sounds simple enough.
That's the only thing I can tell you. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know, that's what happened.
All right. Well, you've been very helpful, John, and I appreciate your insight on this problem, and I hope we don't have to encounter this again.
I hope so too, as well, sir. All right, talking with you. Thanks again for choosing Canon. Have a wonderful day.
You got it. Have a great day. Well, there you have it. That's from the pros themselves. They say that the light of the laser can definitely damage the sensor in your camera, and to make matters worse, it could even be an invisible laser light that can damage your lens. So there really isn't any way I see where you can 100% guarantee that your camera is not going to get damaged by one of these lights and lasers bouncing off a mirror or going through a chandelier and hitting your lens at the right moment and at the right intensity and damaging a very expensive camera. As you can tell here by this estimate, just replacing the sensor alone, it's $1,700, and then labor another $219 for a total of $2,000 for just one camera. I had 5 different cameras at this event, all shooting at different times from different angles, photo and video, and I consider myself lucky that only one of the cameras was damaged. But if all 5 cameras would have gotten damaged at one point or another, then it could have easily been a $10,000 damage in just one night. And it is not just for Canon users. As you can tell here by this link in the Sony website, they have officially put out a statement where it specifies that a laser can indeed damage a camera, as it says here. So basically anything with a CMOS sensor, the chances are still very high to get damaged by a laser. So the question becomes, what do we do as content creators and as documenters of these events that are so elaborate, so high-end, so opulent? What do we do? Do we tell the bride that if there's a laser show, we cannot cover it because it will damage our cameras? Do we only shoot from one angle and not be as creative, but limit the chances of our cameras being damaged? I have already contacted our insurance company and they seem to be able to cover the expenses minus whatever deductible I have with them, but I don't know what your situation is or if insurance is even available where you are. And for those situations, I'm going to add something to my contract to protect me in the absence of insurance. Somebody else has to be liable or responsible for the expense of fixing the cameras if I can produce proof that my cameras indeed were damaged at that event, as I can very easily do in this case. I can see how this can be you know, bad taste or even you know, a hassle to deal with for something that absolutely has no benefit to us whatsoever, but we have to protect ourselves. And I hope this video helps you protect yourself and at least the life of one camera by being a little bit more careful when you shoot. And if you like this video, please give it a like and share it with anyone else you also think may find it useful. Basically, anyone in the creative industry shooting events will benefit from this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing to our channel and hit that notifications button so you can be notified as soon as we upload a new video. I'll see you in the next one.